China Eastern 551, turn right, heading 245, report established, runway 27 left.
The kitchen floor, it seems like you can't take no more. I'm sorry,
Alright friends, we are continuing to fly here with Air Bulgaria. Actually I should say Bulgaria Air. We are changing things around a little bit. We are using a different aircraft for today's flight. Today's flight is going to take us from Sofia to Milan. Over here in northern Italy. Now we're going to be landing at the Malpensa airport. Now there are some twists to today's flights, and there are some out of the ordinary situation that we have to consider during a flight planning. I've already built my route. I've plotted it on the map, so the weather-wise, we look good. On Sofia for departure, we have one report that is about half an hour old. We have variable wind at 2 knots, 10 kilometers or more, visibility view 2018. On the temperature, dew point is 10 QNH 1019 with no zig. The weather is changing, of course, so we can expect pretty much around this time on the 11th of May, which is tomorrow, when it's going to be staying variable, but we're going to have some form of decreased visibility. We're going to have 1.5 visibility. We're gonna have scatter clouds at 200. So as you can see, pretty severe. Pretty severe conditions. I'm looking out the window right now, and I can tell you, we're gonna be definitely moving. We're gonna be definitely flying with clear skies. Of course, I'm expecting departure in about half an hour, 30-35 minutes at best. Of course, be coming from 9 to 11. UTC scattered 3000, scattered 6005. It's lifting up a little bit on the 10th. That's actually today. 1500 GMT to 23 GMT. We have 5. This is going to be a temporarily meteo condition. It's going to be 5 kilometers. And few cumulonimbus at 3000, broken at 4000, and we're jumping into tomorrow. Tomorrow visibility is not going to be great. It's going to be 5 kilometers, broken and scattered 2000 temporarily, and this is tomorrow forecast. And we're not going to any significant weather, of course, we can take note of, but we're not going to concern with tomorrow's weather too much. Okay. So over here, this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. We have some significant weather over here, some SIGMATs that we have to really consider. This is what the Milano flight information region is reporting. Severe icing. So from flight level 130 to flight level 180, it's moving northeast, weakening. So this guys over here is one of the most dangerous, one of the most dangerous actually occurrence in aviation. Icing conditions is very dangerous, and of course we want to make sure we actually avoid, we fly around or fly below or fly over those regions of icing. So it's very hard to detect regions of icing. Of course, you can suspect there's icing when you have visual moisture, when you have low temperatures. Of course, the best way to determine and to position icing areas on the map is through pilot reports. This is by far the most accurate means of reporting and announcing weather conditions in the region. Pilot reports. Even more so with icing. If the icing is severe, this means that it can have icing on medium, small, medium size, and even large size jets. So you might have a good de-icing, good anti-icing equipment, but of course that doesn't give you that doesn't give you the 100% confidence to fly into icing areas. Even with your equipment, it doesn't matter how much state of the art is. You have to avoid icing areas. And now, with that being said, we're gonna fly right into this region with ice, but we're gonna do it with a slight twist. Since this region over here is reported 130, and this report is actually, I think it's 0814. So I think this report is 2 hours old. This area is moving to the northeast, and as you can see over here, we have some weather coming from the Iberian Peninsula region, and all those fronts are moving north east, so they can push all kinds of weather, really. As you can see over the Iberian Peninsula, wind is more of a westerly wind. Over here, over southern Italy, it kind of shifts like into a northerly wind, and over the northern of Italy, the wind is switching back from the west, generally over the northern Italy from the west. So it's essentially going to push all those fronts to the east and northeast areas. So really, what should be considered over here is this thing. I think is going to last for at least 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 hours. This thing is going to be in effect. It's going to be affecting any flights that fly into the northern Italy. So we are one of those flights, and what we're going to be doing is actually we're going to be descending below this weather. Now, one thing I probably forgot to mention, today we are flying the okay, there we go. Today we are flying the RJ70. It's basically British Airspace 146-100, if I'm not mistaken. Now the Bulgarian Air has those RJ70s configured for a business jet operation. So they've configured them to a business configuration. So we're going to have 8 passengers in total in the airplane, and of course it's a pretty luxurious cabin. We're going to have 2 flight attendants, flight crew of 2. So really is I would, I highly doubt this would qualify as a scheduled flight. Probably some kind of I don't know, probably some kind of charter flight to a destination that our clients desire. But we are going to fly. Milan is actually one of the published routes of Bulgaria, so I really want to visit this destination over here in the flight simulator. So we're going to do this flight. Now, is this a smart thing to do to fly into severe icing? Absolutely not. Well, will it require a planning? Additional planning on my part? Absolutely yes. And I'm actually planning to be below flight level 130 when I cross into the Adriatic over here. When I'm abeam Portoros over here. I'm gonna reference this Victor Romeo Sierra, or it doesn't matter. Probably it's a better idea at high altitude to reference the 115.15 de Portoros Secovle VOR. So when I'm abeam this VOR, I want to make sure I'm below 13,000 feet. Now, hopefully I'm gonna avoid this icing, and hopefully I'm gonna avoid the terrain. Now guys, very important, even if I do get icing, what is very important is I have to land as quickly as possible. There we have several airports over here in northern Italy that we can do just so. We have some high terrain over here we want to consider in case we don't get icing. We're going to proceed IFR and land into Milan. But in any case, if we get icing, of course, we can divert to one of those airdromes over here into the Alps of foothills over here in northern in the Italian plains. Uh, Now, this sounds kind of ridiculous to plan for, flying into an icing area and plan for, it's not ridiculous to plan for icing and actually what your actions are going to be when you get icing, but uh, really flying into severe icing conditions is not the smartest idea. It's certainly not the smartest idea for a chartered flight. You can wait this weather out you have much clearer, much safer flying conditions. But guys, I've already decided on this. We're not gonna delay this any further. We're actually gonna do this flight with the conditions we already have now. With that being said, what I'm gonna actually show you guys, I'm actually going to give you a sneak peek over here on our aircraft. We're actually positioned on gate stand 27. We're right about there. I think we're just about to complete the boarding. Actually, passengers haven't boarded yet. We have loaded everything that needs to be loaded in the airplane, and we're getting ready to go. Now, one last thing before one last thing I want to show you guys is the flight plan we're going to be taking in a little bit more detail. Those are the flight. Those are the waypoints that we're going to be flying. Todoro is north um, is the northwestern departure. Alrighty, so we can expect for arrival with the current wind in Milano. We can expect some of the northerly runways, either 35 left or 35 right. I'm gonna prefer 35 left, so it's gonna be a shorter taxi to the actual position that the vehicle is gonna be parked for our passengers to take them wherever they need to go. So I'm thinking I'm going to be parking in the apron gate, some of the 700 numbers gates, some seven something. We're going to see. We're going to coordinate with tower. We're going to actually see where our vehicle is. We're arriving over here at Serrano, and we're going to actually join the RNAV transition. We are RNAV equipped, so we can fly this transition. So from Serrano going south 168 to LIMC. We're overflying LIMC, and then we do a turn to Rigon intersection. From Rigon intersection, we actually can go ahead down here 35 left. This is the ILS Zulu or Yankee 435 left. It's a pretty outdated chart from 24th of August 2007. So, but we're gonna find this data anyway. So from Rigon, there we go. We're going to November Oscar Victor Novara NDB, and from this NDB, we're flying it and proceeding, intercepting the localizer inbound over Novara. We're going to be at 4,000. We're going to be intercepting the LS at 4,000 feet. I think we're going to fall into some of the I think Charlie category, so our minimums are 8, 9, or 6. So we're going to look in the radar altimeter for 200. This is our decision height. Okay, this is trading landing from 3-5. We're doing the ILS Zulu for runway 35 left at Milan. So of course warnings are very good thing to read on every chart, and we have here well, at least 9 years ago, false localizer capture may occur, so take max caution. So this is what we're going to be very careful about. The missed approach procedure is pretty straightforward. We're hitting 349 and a beam. Malpensa view are going to turn left. Inbound Romagnano 337 NDB. So this is pretty much it. This concludes all the flight planning, and all that's left to do is to board our VIPs, and off to Milan we go. And let me tell you guys, this really is beauty. This is a beautiful airplane. I've just completed my walk around, and everything checks out. So we're going to the flight deck and start going through some checklists. Alright guys, so putting the final touches of this FMC program. No, we're just programming the route real quickly. I'm going to execute this. We already have the route, we already have the initial reference set. Most of it. I'm not sure about the wind though, so I might go ahead and make a quick reference on the wind. I'm not gonna go into the wind because it's not a constant value, it's not a constant vector. In fact, it is changing. All this looks good, except our arrival transition into Malpensa, which we're going to input into the air departure. We have done in the VNAV. We're climbing 0.62. Maximum speed in this airplane is 0.73 max, so we want to make sure we're actually cruising. And there we go. It's a pretty economical speed, 0.70. You can always change this to the MCP in flight in case we are behind schedule. So this is pretty much it. I'm leaving this thing over here in progress. Let's see how we look on fuel. Come on, let's see. Okay, this is the second page. 8.0. I don't like this 8.0 estimation over here. I'm pretty sure that's not correct. Probably we don't have any route over here initialized, or we have in fact we might have here. Probably let's try. This might work on some occasions. If we input no, it's not going to take it, I'm pretty sure. Just to work around. Okay, this I definitely don't like the fuel estimation, but we're not going to try wolf on this. So leaving this thing on a route, and we're going to keep checking this thing on. So we are ready to start. We're closing our main exit. I'm going to go ahead and start evap. There this guy is. We're going to confirm our flight plan. Today we are 131 Alpha. We're flying IFR. I'm gonna go ahead with schedule. This is all they really need to know. I'm gonna go ahead to the Bravo section for airplane specification. You really I have to sometimes you really have to reference some airplane specs, because this is very important. This is the only way they're gonna know what kind of this is really the only way they're gonna know what kind of airplane you are. So really have to put some good time doing this Right. Okay, those are the aircraft codes. This is what I'm looking for, guys. Let me see. RJ70. Let me see who pop up with. So yes, we actually RJ70. We should be looking at the R, not the B. So going all the way down. This is what I'm actually doing, guys. You can see. PQR. Okay, R is RJ70. There we go. This is very important. Our equipment code checks out. We're pretty well equipped for the operations we need to do. Okay, so it's 11:30 right now. I'm expecting. I'm gonna give myself a good ample time to do my taxi, 10 minutes. So 11:40 is my takeoff time. Speed is going to be slightly less, and we're gonna be cruising at 300. We're gonna try it. We're gonna feel the ground, see if it feels right. Of course, we're gonna respect all the time. We're gonna respect uh, the actual performance limitations of the airplane. I'm inputting my flight route. In case, guys, you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm actually filling this thing out over here. We're going over here, expected time and route. I'm gonna reference with the flight sim commander, and we're 2.5 hours in route. So I'm gonna go ahead 0235. I'm gonna give myself this breathing room over here. I'm gonna reference some alternates. I'm gonna input LIPL and LIPX. LIPL and LIPX. We're not going to input any information. Persons on board. So 2 plus 8 is 10 plus 2 is 12. So overall 12. 2 and 30. And I'm going to give myself this endurance over here, where of course not there Malta, but we're going to roll with that piloting command is me. And we can actually prepare ourselves. Unfortunately, not many ATCs today. So, okay, we are online. So we can go back to our checklist. I'm going over 2 monitors filled with information, guys. So, and I'm managing my recording software. So, pretty interesting. Okay, so flight deck safety checks are complete. Brakes are set to park. Let me just make a quick check over here. Okay, pumps are on. Power transfer unit and the engine pumps are off. Engine 2 and 3 pumps are off. This is okay. All right. Fuel panel is checked and set correctly. Lights and notices. Fasten seat belts is on. Beacon and nav is on. Okay. Wing and local light. I'm gonna leave on altimeter. Altimeter is 1019. And 19. Thrust levers are to the off, shut off AC power. I'm actually we're keeping external AC bus ties are to auto on alternating direct currents. Doors and windows are closed. No indications. Therapy and 1 speeds. Um, I'm gonna set this thing to V2 plus 10. Heading. We're doing pretty hefty corrections today. There we go. 27. Actually, not 271. There we go. I got misled. We're taking 09, so this is going to be 09er, 089er. In the altitude, we're gonna go ahead and climb to 20,000. We're gonna have pretty decent climb rate today. As for our course, I'm gonna whip this thing around over like so. Okay. 89. We're riding the 105, 105, 105, 1095. Excuse me. Alrighty. And we're using 1126. So preload everything. Prepare for everything, guys. Very important. So stalking beacons are on. Paxton. Okay, just let me see what these guys. Alright, so a little bit of chatting over here, guys. Or Milano. Okay, so it's a fellow Bulgarian. It's actually a Wizz Air 4437. It's a fellow Bulgarian flying on Nivao, which is always good to see. So continuing on, guys, we don't have any time actually to chat around here. Fuel pumps are on. And start panel transponder is we're leaving it to a standby. Start panel is set. Master starting. We're starting right engine, and we're gonna be starting. This guy is 1025. Okay. Start up. Push back. Stand. Okay, it really helps to know which stand we are on. 27, of course. 27. Stand to 7 at Sofia. Okay, this guy's 1025. Should be somewhere around me. Funny enough, I don't actually see him. Okay. We're good to go. Packs are off. APU air is on, so you don't want to delay this one. So you want to give air conditioning to our packs. So we're actually gonna start number 4 right here and right now. Look for N2 rotation. We're gonna stabilize it when the fuel comes on. We're gonna monitor EGT and oil pressure and temperature. We have good 20. Fuel comes on. Okay, EGT. Should stabilize. Really should not exceed 700 under any circumstance. N2, N1. Fuel flow. We have good Good start or pushback. It's going to be into this configuration. So I'm gonna head and ring my voice over the Unicom to make sure everybody knows what I'm doing. Actually, I doubt anybody's gonna hear me, but really this is what you should do in uncontrolled airports. So here it's not it's not an uncontrolled airport, but it's a good habit to get into. Speed traffic flybook Air 131 Alpha Gate 27. We're going to be pushing back and we're going to be facing west currently. Okay, let's go ahead. Brakes are off. We can go ahead and start our number 2. And 2. '20. Fuel on. EGT. This guy's at 25, so I really don't want to hit him. I'm going to actually stop my push very soon. I think this airplane can turn on a dime, so I really don't want to hit this guy because I really don't see him. I'm gonna stop the pushback. We don't have any actually ground crew simulated over here, so it really helps if you don't hit people on eval. Okay, we have stable 2 HDs coming down, fuel flow and 1. Can go ahead with 1 pack to give nice. I'm gonna go ahead with number 3. That's gonna be stored. And 2. 10. 18. 20. Fuel comes on. EGT. Okay, 500 square. I'm looking for number 3. And 1. And fuel flow. Alrighty. Well, just about to stabilize there. The selector can go ahead to number 1. Nice and settling engine. This is what I like to see from number 3. And store valves open. And 2. 10. 15 and 2. I'm going to square it off at 20. 20. Here comes 20. Fuel's on. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. You have to really put your feather glove on when you're working with your engines. You really want to conserve them. Fuel flow and 1. 530. This is a good initial start from the engines. I'm not going to overload them. We can have this and this. And it's really nice and easy. Packs come on, bleed air's on, APU air is off. Starter switch to the off, continuous switches off. Master start off. Start panel is set. APU generator off. APU off. I'm gonna go ahead with okay, this is not what I want to see. Taxi license is exactly what I want to see. We have parking brake on. This guy's taking off already. There was a big taxi from him. After start panel is set. Engine ITIs is off. Generators are on. External AC off. Brake fans will keep out there set. Hydraulics are on and checked. AC pump, DC pump, engine 2 pumps, and engine 3 pump. We can start putting this good the PT power transfer. You're going to keep switched off. Well, I have to look way back. Okay, so direct current pump, AC current pump is set, and we satisfied the airplane. Heaters are set, speeds and 1 are set. APU and the engine air are off and set. Pax cabin air are on and set. I'm gonna go ahead way up here to the air conditioning. Warm condition manual flight deck fan cabin fan. We're gonna keep recirculating in this air. Cabin to auto and switches to auto, keeping it nice and warm for our VIPs in the back. And we can actually initiate our taxi roll. I'm gonna go ahead and taxi holding point runway 09er at Sophia. Actually, runway 09er, spelled out wrong. There we are, and this is where I pull up my chart. I want to reference taxi. The taxi ways. Come on. Well, this should be it. So I just pushed off out of 27. Guys, really, we should be expecting Juliet. More or less, we're taking full runway length today. Of course, we hardly need it on any day, but this is what I'm gonna take today. Bulgaria 131 Alpha, we're taking Juliet. We're going to be using full runway length of 09, we're going to hold it short. Okay. It really takes a very small throttle inputs to break this airplane into taxi. Okay, so we have some objects here that are placed very oddly. I don't like this. It's probably has something to do with the Orbix initialization. Hopefully we're not going to be bothered with those. I really don't like the way those objects are placed. But anyway, we're going to continue on. More or less it looks correct. So really good. No oscillation lights. We're going to be keeping off. We're going to be keeping on the continuous ignition on takeoff. Yeah, you don't need to do that. But really, in case of flame outs, it really helps. Very nice taxi from this airplane. It has a lot of momentum. It's not a heavy jet by any standards, but it really has a lot of momentum. It starts to build it up. We're taking a left onto hotel. Going down to Bravo Ref. Right is clear, left is clear. Those are for any intersection departures, actually, that if anybody requests those. Now, guys, I haven't flown this airplane all that much. Really, okay, we're no-go over here on Alpha, so it looks like we're going to have to take Alpha right. Okay, Flight Bulgaria 131 Alpha, we're turning right on Alpha. We'll be doing intersection departure 09 or Sophia. So we're going to line up. Clock is armed. Actually, this is not Alpha. Yes, this is exactly Alpha. We can expect we're a no-go there because there are no runway to join. There aren't any parallel joints over here. All we have is this intersection. I make this call there. So taking off runway 09er at Sophia. Bulgaria 131 Alpha, take runway 09er from Sophia on the Gotic for Alpha. We can go ahead, do this. Strobes go on, yes, and clock is on. Bar set, flaps, and those are very fast flaps, really. Set trim. is set. And auto throttle. I'm gonna roll this stink and clock is rolling. Okay. Alright, we have some problem over here. Let's see if we can actually resolve it. Yeah, we have to. Oh, spoiler's not armed. We're out of trim, of course. This trim's very, very slow. I don't know why that is. Okay, we goofed up a little bit. We're gonna go ahead, throttle forward, and looking for good stable engines. Dog is on. Okay, looking for the reference markers. Keep the center line and slightly off center, of course. A knots throttle is hold, or we can actually start rotating this airplane. We got a little bit of wind there.
Positive rate. Gear up.
Positive rate. Gears coming up. We're keeping up. We're keeping this speed through pitch. LNAV is armed. Alrighty, and we're arming VNAV as well. It's going to keep our speed through pitch. 131 Alpha 0409, I got it for Alpha. I'm going to keep this speed through pitch. We're going to climb all the way to 2000. By the time we reach 2000, I suspect. Actually, yeah, I'm going to clear myself higher. But so far, so good. I can actually go ahead, engage the autopilot. Let's check those reference lines over here. Flaps up 1.
Flaps up.
Okay. 170. It can bring the other notch. Flaps up. We're still max thrust, of course. I want to max the engine out. I'm going to go climb, max climb for now. It's good. It's good for us. Okay. No lights and transfers already taken place automatically. Now, I'm gonna make sure. There we go. Turns already taking place after takeoff. Gears up, lights out, flaps are up to 0 and indicating. TRP set to max climb. Engine air is on. APU air off. Packs on. APU stopped. Alrighty. Alright guys, as I promised, we're descending on as briefed. We're going to plan to be over Rotar at right about at 120. So already we're in the clouds. From 18,000 we're already in the clouds. There of course we have anti-ice on to protect us. Of course, speed's going to be as high as we can get it to 8 with this anti-icing operations that we're actually doing. I'm managing my rate of descent. We're going through the clouds right now. So really, what we could have done actually, we could have stayed high all the way to the Italian coast and about 70 miles. I think probably 70 miles. Yes, 70 miles from us, from Malpensa. We could have started our descent. This is an option, of course, but if you get icing, then uh, it's pretty unpleasant situation. So we have to have this alternate ready, or not alternate, I should say, because if we were to get icing over there on the descent, we can probably still do emergency landing. If it's a severe icing, you can still do emergency landing at Malpensa. But really, this is gonna break things off a little bit and make it more interesting. We're using these different flight profiles there, and 30 miles from Rotor, flight level 120. Here it comes. We can shallow out the descent actually a little bit. So that's pretty much it. We're flying pretty low. I'm gonna go ahead with the landing lights there. So I want to be visible in case we break out those clouds. If we don't break out of those clouds, we're going to have to descend even further. We're approaching 120, and we're looking. Let's see how we look at actually on the minimum descent altitude. I think we should be allowed we have 1,000 there, 3,000, 9,000, 9,000, yeah, 10,000. The lowest we can descend is actually 10,000. So yeah, I think we should be good at 10,000 all the way to Serrano. We'll make sure that we're not violating anything at Serrano. VOR over there. Let me make sure. Let me just confirm that. Yeah, Serrano. We don't have any restrictions. Our measure will be slightly higher than our uh, final altitude. Gonna go back to 17 left, 17 right, 35 left, Zulu. We're doing the Zulu approach. I'm doing the approach brief in just a second. We're keeping okay into the clouds. Let me try to wiggle it around a little bit. Let me descend 10,000. This is my minimum descent in this region. So we don't want to descend much further than that. I'm gonna do this descent once more there. Put some drag on and make sure I'm not busting any aircraft limitations there. Well, if 10,000 doesn't cut it, I don't know what will, because we're not going any lower than that. I can see, well, we're gonna break off. We're gonna break off some clouds. 10,000, I don't think is gonna be enough. Whoa, yeah, well, we're just popping below this, the worst cloud layer, and we're below the actual. I would say that actually this icing layer has descended a little bit. I want to make sure the nacelles, the wing, the leading edges of the wings are not getting any icing either. Over here on the right side is also good. So it kind of shifted. I still don't feel too comfortable. We can probably go at 8,000, try to skip this worst area over here at the Cato. Let me just make a quick reference over here. Cato, yes, right over the water. So we can descend here. Cato, 8,000, and on Vicenza and DB we should actually start to climb. so we can descend to 8,000. Make sure we're not playing with fire here. I want to get this is a severe icing condition. I don't know what causes it. We have some the temperature is really low, and this is an absolute this is for sure. But we can also okay, outside the air temperature is right about 0, so it's right about freezing over here. And that's Northern Adriatic. That's the Mediterranean region. Uh, so we're gonna drop lower there. Descending to flight level 080. Level Acado. Level Acado. Make sure I'm announcing this on Unicom. Level 131 Alpha, descending flight level 80, level Acado, westbound due to weather. Okay, so we're breaking off. Actually, this portion, I think he's going to keep the wings on. Always looking over my shoulder, check the engines. Of course, we could be a lot less diligent. Okay, we're behind this layer, and it's really you can tell it's moving east. I would say this icing. We're right over here, guys. We're approaching a cattle right over here over the Northern Adriatic. Okay, so from Vicenza, we have to start climbing to I would say 10,000. So I'm gonna keep an eye out. Victor India Charlie. Right now we're 40 miles from it. We have some hills there. So we want to climb again. As you can see, this profile is taking us up and down like a roller coaster. But really, this is what we have to do, especially in those flights. Again, we could have taken a different approach, entirely different approach. We could have flown. We could have flown high and then descend low. But I just like this twist there and make it a little bit more interesting. Right now we're in a selected mode, so to speak. So we're flying pretty much with menu inputs. We're still keeping out nav though. So from about 40 miles from Vicenza, actually about 30 miles. Actually, I don't need 30 miles. I can climb pretty fast to 10,000. I don't need this distance there. So it's just a reference point to know that to Vicenza or Vicenza, I don't know what it's called actually. We have to be we have to be at 10,000, just not to violate any minimum. Vicenza, okay, Vicenza, not to violate any minimum descent altitudes there. airplane's gonna be following this lateral navigation. We're keeping all the icing equipment on. Of course, this is gonna take a toll on your climb out, on your missed approach performance. Of course, you have to be cautious of that. But there's certainly no other weather avoidance that we could do without descending. So we're hanging around right between those two cloud layers, right above us. I know that's almost certain icing, and down below I'm not so sure, but it's low visibility terrain. Plus, I don't want to, of course, want to stray far from my IFR procedure anyway. So of course at LMKey, I want to overfly, so I'm taking it into heading select. I want to overfly it rather than uh, turning short of it. So I'm just going to remind myself of my alternate in case we have to go around. My alternate is going to be, come on, come on, come on. Lima, India. Okay, we could do San Gusto, which is actually Pisa. San Gusto. I think this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn south. We're gonna turn about 150 in case of a missed approach. So guys, the crunch is on. We only have one shot at this approach. And if we don't make it over here in Malpensa, we're turning southeast, roughly 150 to Pisa. Now we can actually divert and land there because they have slightly better visibility, slightly better weather, and of course they're not reporting any icing conditions over there as well. Further south, as you can see, it clears up a little bit in the distance. So okay, lights are on. We pull up our checklists. We're gonna go all the way to approach. Descent we already completed. Okay, altimeter is 1016 set. Fasten seat belts are on. Steep approach. Okay, stand by. Okay, this is as required. Set APU. We're keeping it off. For now, we might turn it on over the NDB. And approach is complete. Landing checks are next. Looking good on fuel. And we're all set. Preload my my Unicom announcement because we're very close now to where we should be. Speed's gonna go down by a hefty margin. I really want to make this a tight turn, not too tight of course, but tight enough because we really have to be very precise in those maneuvers. But if we're actually making over here, we're passing LMK intersection. And the airplane performed well. Even if we had the chance to pick up some ice, we really minimized our exposure into the icing conditions. So I'm very proud of myself for doing that, even if that's me that's saying it. And we're gonna do this turn nice and easy, nice and gradual. Nice and slow turn. Want to turn towards turns towards Rigoff. Or was it Rigoff? Not sure. That's correct. We're gonna make this. We're gonna eyeball this arc right there. We can go ahead with flaps 1 to make it easier on the airplane. We don't wanna keep a high angle of attack, especially on approach, especially in these conditions. We're gonna keep on turning, keep on turning. There we go. This is, guys, pure IFR, pure IFR flying. I'm getting pretty close to where we should be. Okay. It's actually re-gone. Okay, re-gone. And over after recon, we're going to November Oscar Victor. We made this turn over here. We're dropping speed very gradually, very carefully. I want to make sure we're not overstressing the aircraft, not overstressing our passengers. Our passengers are completely, they're not even suspecting what kind of thing it takes over here in the flight deck. Okay. And now we want to turn. Flaps 2. Actually, no, it's not flaps 2, but it's rather flaps 24. I'm still flying the Airbus apparently. Okay. Right on track. So what we have to remember is our minimums, which is roughly 900 feet barometric and 4,000 feet. So we're going keeping this altitude until ILS, until light slope intercept. In case of Mr. Broach, we're going to be flying, we're going to be climbing to, let me see what we're climbing to. 4,000 apparently, yeah, 4,000. And we're going to be entering the hold at Romeo Mike Golf. And we're going to be doing probably one racetrack there in case we go Mr. Broach, and we're going to be diverting to Pisa towards the south. Of course, we're going to be communicating to ATC and asking if Pisa is open for traffic, obviously. And they, of course, they can give us information about any suitable alternates. So it's really a process of communicating to ATC. Fortunately, we don't have any ATC at this point in the VAL network in this region in northern Italy. So we really have to plan for ourselves. And I heard somewhere, I think Rod Machado, one of his videos, I heard him saying that a smart pilot would make the air traffic controller his co-pilot. So even if you are alone in the cockpit, you can rely on the information that ATC provides to improve your flight planning and to make it a lot safer. So make air traffic control your co-pilot if you don't have one already. It's a very good advice. Okay, so we're approaching November Oscar Victor. We're gonna correct slightly 1 or 2 degrees, and we're going for the intercept. I want to intercept nice and easy. This intercept is gonna come pretty fast, so I want to be nice and slow there. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the gear, make sure everything is nice and the gear locks down. Because last thing I need in this condition actually gear malfunction. Okay, down in 3 green. We can start our turn. We can start our turn. We can actually go ahead to the warlock, and we can actually do this. Of course, 109 point. There it is, and the LS popped up just beautifully. Okay, that's identified VOR. We're intercepting and we're keeping, and approach is on. Glide slope, localize the glide slope just to be just about to be captured. Laps 30, and speed is going down. We're shooting for 120 on speed. I'm very curious to see how this airplane slows down. Okay. We are good to go. And flaps 33. Continuous on. We're keeping haters on. Okay, we're on the ILS now. Let's shoot this quick message. Final gear 131 Alpha, establish LS 35 left.
Radio
No offense.
altimeter.
That's acknowledged. We had to help the airplane get down a little bit with this drag. We don't, yeah, we arm the spoilers. We do our final checks and keep an eye out for our minimums. Gear down 3, green, black, brakes are checked. We don't. We have good temperature. Flaps are checked. 3 airframe and anti-ICD ice. Well, we're keeping those on. Landing lights are on. Brake fan, brake fan, brake fan to auto. This thing's not gonna let the brakes get too hot. Start bringing that down a little bit. We're looking for our minimums currently. Our minimums are 900 feet. Remember, this is, we have to, by 900 feet, we have to have the runway inside. I'm starting to make some lights out, guys. Well, this low frame rate is very nasty. And of course, guys, if something hurts your landing, that's your frame rate. Really, you have to have smooth frame rates in order to make smooth landings. Really. So, okay. We have runway sight and the autopilot's off. So let's try to guide this baby in, and the wind checks. So right have valve, I would say 4 knots tailwind. And I'll throttle off. Alrighty. Oh yeah, very choppy on the FPS. Not happy about it at all. And okay, if the sim doesn't crash, it's gonna be good, and it didn't. And he slide real low there. I want to add some thrust.
500.
Okay, we're back on glide. Thrust is coming back a little bit. Very choppy. Otherwise, very good
Approaching decision height.
landing. Very good airplane to fly. Other than the FPS drop, which is not the airplane's fault, it's just my hardware fault.
100.
Other than that, it's a very enjoyable airplane
60.
to fly.
50.
Okay,
40.
it was a little gust on final.
30. 20. 10.
And nice and easy. Nice and easy. That's the smoothest sound I've heard all day. And of course, manual braking. You don't need to overstress the airplane by any extent. Nice and easy braking. You have a wet runway surface on top of that, so we're really good to go. Very easy inputs on the steering tiller. We don't want to start drifting over here at Malpensa. Alright, welcome to Milan, guys. This is the world capital of fashion, was it? Yeah, this is the world fashion capital. I have some radio calls to make right now and be a taxi, and I think we actually go in there. Stay clear of those intersections, really. Our brakes are on. Okay. Anti-ice is off. I heard they have anti-icing over here stations that we can actually use. This is a very good thing to know. And we go on there, and not too shabby on the temperatures as well. And APU goes to on APU generator. We're gonna assist the airplane's system a little bit with this thing. I'm gonna get 131 Alpha 35 left vacated, and we're taxiing to the 7 numbers on the south side. So I want to make sure we're actually parking this thing. And we're on schedule. 793. Okay, 793. Okay, 35 left vacated. Taxi to stand 793 at Malpensa. So let's see what kind of taxi. We want to take whiskey. Ultimately, we want to take a whiskey. Actually, we are right over here. Somebody, I don't see which one this is. I'm gonna go ahead. It's one of those. Yeah. We're gonna take whiskey all the way down to whiskey all the way. Come on. Whiskey all the way down to Whiskey Bravo. Okay, so we got that down. As you can see, you shouldn't actually turn on those points. When you have, of course, just like driving a car, you should follow the road signs there. If you have a closed taxiway, of course you want to go onto it. Okay, that's Kilo. That's not Whiskey. We should be going more or less south. South, say Kilo. Whiskey is actually to the left. There we go. Navigating the spaghetti again. Alright. Very happy. Now, if it wasn't for that weather, here it would be even more beautiful. Because Italy really is a very beautiful country, and you really have to enjoy it. We have this guy. I don't know what this guy's thinking, but he shouldn't be driving on the taxiways like that. So we're just gonna disregard him. Go probably slightly off here, not to be completely rude. But it's really dumb. Anyway, this is AI traffic, so so going all the way to Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey 7 actually. We have a holding point there, which should be Whiskey 7. Should be on the lookout for it. That's Kilo Sierra. Alrighty. This should be the south side. This where the car should actually be waiting for our guys to take him to their final destination. And of course we're doing the full trip again. They've chartered us, and their order is actually to get him back as well. So we're gonna wait on them till they do what they have to do, and then we're gonna return them back to Sofia. Apparently I don't know, some business meeting or whatever they're doing. Okay, so let me see what that is. I want to miss here anything. This is link 5. Whiskey continues. This is uniform. Let me make sure I'm on the right track there. Okay, uniform. Yeah, we have quite a way there to go until yeah, right on Zulu 793. Right on Zulu 793 is our stand number. Okay, CPU's up and running in the green. Very smooth landing airplane, I have to say. And I did some repair works on my yoke, so it should be better by now. And on top of that, we have this very smooth flying airplane. Because it's a high wing airplane, they kind of naturally generate an ample amount of lift. And if you couple this with the ground effect, you really have some very fine touches that you can make to smooth out your landings a lot, especially with this airplane. I love flying the 146 and the RJ variants a lot. I like them a lot. So alright, this is some kind of link. Let's follow. This is Zulu. Absolutely want to go right on Zulu. 793 is what we're looking for. Alrighty. Should have stand numbers by now. It's an angled stand. I don't think this is it. Probably this one over here should be 793. We don't have numbers. Zulu 1 right after this. Alright, I think they will be happy with this one. This is actually 7. Alright, 717. So I think it should be close enough. They should be somewhere on this apron, at least. So they should really be close enough. Let me see if I can get them a little bit closer, a little bit up north. 769er, 716. And this is probably, let me see what this is. I'm taking the next left. Okay, 793, there we go. 793, and we can actually make this turn. 793. Can actually make this turn to be on. and it's really the airplane turns on time. Very good tiller, very good strut. Alright, so there you go. Can actually whip it around like this. Okay, I should pick him up from here, no problem. No problem whatsoever. Okay, yeah, we're going the wrong way. It would appear we're going the wrong way, so kind of going circles over here. Okay, let's do this one more time. Let's do this one more time. Exhibit our tight turning capability. And I would imagine all the personnel in the control tower are laughing their asses off. But yeah, well, I'm pretty unfamiliar. I haven't been actually to Milan, so it's pretty good. This is good. All right, we're gonna call it a flight. Strobe's gone off. Should have gone off a little bit earlier, but it's okay. And we have APU, Gen and APU air as well. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, so it's acknowledged. Ignition anti-ice off and lights off. We can actually start opening the doors and let those guys stretch up a little bit. We'll be here waiting for them. Probably grab a few refreshments, probably a sandwich or something. Be here waiting for them, and wherever those guys are ready, we're gonna head on back to Sofia. So those kinds of trips, guys, really are what is what we would do very frequently. Okay, these are to auto. I'll make sure the selectors are on any skid spoilers, and we're keeping those to on. We can actually go ahead with the AC if we had some. Alrighty. We're good to go. Alright guys, so thank you very much for watching this thing. See you on the way back to Sofia. The weather is gonna clear up by that time. Not sure, but even at the state it is in right now. It's plenty interesting. Makes up for very challenging, interesting flights. So thank you very much, guys, one more time, and see you on the way back to Sofia. Alrighty, guys, there we are. Just completed our pre-flight with our beautiful RG-70. Our passengers are on their way. They'll be boarding shortly. We have just enough time to do the cockpit safety checks. Battery switch to on and voltmeter selector to battery voltage is minimum 23. We have 2930. Bus ties are to auto. Standby inverter is ARM. Standby generator is ARM. Generators 1 and 4 off and reset. APU generator is on. APU if required. Okay, we're starting the APU. external AC, we're leaving to all master switches, your damper master 1 and 2 on. We're leaving this avionics computer to the number 2 position. Autopilot master 1 and 2 on, avionics master 1 and 2 on, ground ground ignition we're leaving to Bravo. Any skid switch, come on, any skid switch on, auto spoiler to on, okay, left leak spoilers yellow and green are on. Packs 1 and 2 switches to off. RAM air switch to shut. APU air on. Flight deck and cabin temperature are auto. Recirc fans are on. Cabin fan is set to on. Flight deck fan set to on. Hydraulics AC pump to on. And PTU switch on. This is the power transfer unit. Flight instruments. This is acknowledged. 340. We're climbing straight ahead to 250. I'm gonna go over the departure, guys, that I've picked up for today. We're climbing to flight level 70. 310 is our initial intercept. Course nav 1 is 109. 109.1, and nav 2 is the Mopensa. VR, and making a quick reference to that. Come on, Mopensa. I'm actually going through my charts right now, guys. Actually, yeah, 111.2. Okay, so 111.2. We're good to go. 1228 is set. And let's go back to eval. Somehow we somehow we jumped out. Okay, let's go back to the network. There we are. I'm keeping this type. I'm gonna amend my takeoff. I'm gonna say 15. It's gonna be 9. 15. Everything else we are keeping standard. Okay, there we go. Moving on. We're okay. Moving on with the checks. Flight instruments are set, and to go is the FMC. Okay, nav database checks out, position checks out, index. We're inputting the route. The route is from Mopensa to Sofia. Okay, I don't actually think this weather is updating, so I'm gonna see what the heck's going on. Okay, Serrano, direct, then uniform, Zulu, Niner 82, to Tango Zulu Oscar, then uniform Quebec 702. Okay, uniform Quebec, well, 702, for some reason it's not in the database. Okay, so we're gonna request, yes, we're going to request direct to Charlie Hotel India. It's an NDB, and uniform Lima 614. Yes, we can pick 614 all the way to Nisva. This looks good for a route check-in with my load sheet. Check to make sure those are good. Gross weight is 3.2, that's in kilograms, so that averages about 73.7 thousand pounds. Flight plan is 7.8, which roughly equates to 20,000 pounds of fuel. Zero fuel weight 2453. We're good. We're going to be using 1.5, plenty of reserve fuel. Using Skopje and Pristina as our alternates. So we'll be cruising. We're going to be pushing for 330. I believe 6,000 is good for for transition altitude. 35 left. We're going to be taking for departure. The VNAV profile looks good to be actually making. We're going to be requesting, or I think we're going to be clearing ourselves for higher speed into 250, just to stay clear of any icing there. Okay, the weather is kind of flickering around. Hopefully that's the correct weather. Check for any discontinuities. LNAV is our source. We're reading this from the VOR. We can go ahead and switch to plan. Go ahead to Lex. I'm going to step through the route, make sure there's no weirdness going around. Okay, yes. And Nisva. Alright, so plenty happy with that. Going back to map. Okay. So we're ready to do the okay. Flight instruments are set. Continuing with the checks. Annunciators are checked. Autopilot is checked off. Okay, our passengers have boarded. Let me just. Alrighty. So we're closing this door. Safety checks complete. Before start, check safety checks complete. Brakes are set to park. Hydraulic all off. Fuel panel is set. Our pumps are on. Lights and notices. Position and beacon lights are on. Air conditioning, we're keeping packs off. APU on for start. Thrust levers. fuel off. They should have been off, but the simulator for some reason leaves them on. Altimeters, those guys are reporting 1000. Set. Yeah, well, I don't think I'm picking up the weather here. Let me just restart the weather engine. Okay, hopefully this does the trick. Altimeter set, AC power. We're keeping AC off. Doors and windows are closed and locked. Here PN1 speeds. There we go. Here comes the weather. I'm gonna set the TRP goes to Futoga. The temperature, I believe they're reporting 10. They're actually reporting 13. So there we go. 13 will be rotating at about 120, and I'm using these settings, 97.0 of course. Alrighty. Trims. Okay. Don't want to get caught out of trim there. Are set before start complete. Starking beacon is on. Packs and APU air packs are off. APU air set. Engine 90 ice is on. On. Continuous ignition on. Starting master on. Starting number of 4 AC pump. AC pump off. Fuel pumps all on. Start panel set in transponder. Okay. Transponder is to standby. We're starting number 4. Star valve. And 2. Okay, this doesn't make sense. Why in the heck do you want to 20 and 2? Just squeeze it in. I don't know why the simulator actually puts those forward. This is shouldn't be like that. And 1 rotation, EGTs are stable, and fuel flow. Patch traffic up. Bulgaria 131, stand 7-9er 3 southern apron startup. Mopeds. Okay. And we're starting to N1. And here comes the fuel. EGT. And 1. And fuel flow positive. Okay, start valve is start cycle is complete for the second one. Start the first one in 2 rotation. And here comes the fuel for number 1. AGT. Okay, let's put some lights on because it's really dark. And one, and the fuel flow looks good. We're putting all those on. Let's see what we have here. Actually test over here, and we have number 3 to start. And 2. Fuel on. Stable EGT and 1, and here comes the fuel flow. Good to go. Looking for that sequence to terminate for the number 3 engine, which it did. Number 3 is on. Master start is off. We can have some air conditioning now, courtesy of our engines. APU is off. Okay, generators are online. APU on. Come on, generators. There we go. Just make this fluctuation. Hopefully it didn't erase our route. No, stored it securely. Okay, so there we go. We are good to go. We're taking off with flaps 18. Flaps 18 hydraulic is set after start checks. Start panel is set, engine 90 ice. We're keeping it on. Generates on external AC off. Excuse me, external AC off. Brake fans, we're going to be keeping those to on. Hydraulics is on and checked. No yellow heaters. Set speed N1 set and checked. APU engineer is set. Pax cabin air is set before takeoff. Is next. I'm gonna put those on. We don't want to get any nastiness over there. We're keeping those on. Temperatures are to auto. Nice and easy. We can really bump up bar landing altitude to 1.8. Okay. Text lights are on. Flight gear 131 Bravo stand 793 taxi runway 35 left Mopan. So we holding short at Gulf Whiskey. Okay, this go is made. We're good to go. We have. Alrighty. That was decent prep. Okay. Oh, very nice lighting effects actually. I like this yellow light there. Very good. I think those are enhanced lights just a little bit. Alright. Okay, this is Whiskey Bravo. I want to go past Whiskey Bravo. Then Gulf Whiskey to our left. There we go. Okay. There we go. They were a little bit past before takeoff check brakes are checked. Okay, make sure this test passes. Tara and test is good. Flaps are actually they're not set. Funny enough. Flaps are in transit. Flight instrument set and check. Trim set. Config check. Continuous ignition is on. Controls tested. Free at full travel. MWS set auto throttle. I'll be using auto throttle, and this is on. Landing lights are on, and strobes are on. Wing lights on, and low lights on. Okay, we're good to go. Roll the clock. Plans traffic plan Bulgaria 131 Bravo tracking 35 flight eastbound Mopesa. Okay, remember guys, when we're heading until 310 on the second needle. Okay, I want to make sure we line up there. Good. Okay, that's 35 right. So what the heck happened right there? That's 35 right. I'm hoping actually we can Golf Whiskey for 35 right. Behind us is the ramp, so some kind of a mix-up over there. Yeah, this is clearly some kind of a mistake there. 35 right should be right ahead of us. Should be 35 left. So this it's clearly some kind of check magnetic. Okay, checks out magnetic. I think this is 35 left and this is 35 right. So there was definitely something going on there with the labeling. All right, here we go. Ready for takeoff. Clock's rolling. Power's on. Throttle coming up. And that's stable.
80 knots.
Let's check throttle hold. Engine's green.
Rotate.
And we're rotating smoothly. Positive gear up.
Positive rate. Gear up. V2. Flaps up.
Okay, we're keeping this heading. Until we hit 3. Flaps up. Until we hit 310 on the second needle. 310 is what we have. We're turning to 310 now. It's going to be left turn. I don't know what the heck's going on there. Three one zero. Going to keep in this 310. I'm going to keep it this 310 until 6, and 6 right around corner there. Doing pretty well for a climb. Okay, there we are heading, and here comes 7,000 are going bust there. Okay, now we're turning nice and easy, nice and shallow. I want to stay slightly above 250, guys. We'll be going down like this, and autopilot 1. I'm gonna keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. We're overspeeding, and we don't want to be overspeeding, of course. We'll keep the speed nice and high to 848, and we're turning. Traffic behind us. Turning nice and shallow. We don't want to go way north to the Alps. We're picking up easterly course. We're actually going to Serrano, which is 113 and 7. 3 and 7, that's in the radio. 20 miles, that checks out. Gonna go ahead and identify that. Returning to so we're just about to level out at 7,000. Actually gonna keep the landing lights because we're pretty low. All those can okay. We're nice and set. I'm gonna keep the ignition on. Now my goal here, guys, that I've set for myself for flying about Serrano. My goal that I've set for myself is to stay low out of this layer because they're reporting some pretty nasty weather, as you can see over here. In fact, we might even catch some thunderstorms on our route. Top is flight level 330. That's exactly where we're gonna be flying at. So we're gonna push for 350 over Croatia. So I want to come out of this thing and I'm going to reference this point, the Pula VOR, which is going to be 111.25, and over there I'm going to start a climb, probably 10 miles from it. I'm going to start my climb. So 111.25 is what I want to preload on the nav2 radio to be ready to reference it. You can identify number 2, that should come up as Serrano. Okay, Serrano is checked. Serrano is identified, so we know we're on track. Flight level 70. This is gonna be our transition level today, so climbing above that, we're actually gonna set up temperatures to standard, but don't want to do that right now. We can go. Let's see if we can do that. Go direct to Serrano and LNAV exact time. Okay, there we are, guys. About 60-65 miles from Papa Uniform Lima. We're starting our climb to 35,503.50. I'm gonna do this vertical speed initially because we're gonna be pretty funky on the climb. Let me climb it, of course, slightly at lower speed. And reference on the recommended climb is 1.5. Well, 240, and I'm gonna go ahead and level change. 240, and that's gonna result in a huge, really huge climb. Okay, come on. 240 is gonna result in a huge climb. Right now we're doing 4,300, 4,400, 4,500, 48, 5,000 feet per minute, 5,500 feet per minute, 6,000 feet per minute. I'm gonna start easing down. 5,900 feet per minute, guys. Climb. As you can see, we just zoomed up. We're passing over here, so we can, and we eased up on our climb rate just a bit. We're still doing 3,000 feet per minute, 3,100 feet per minute is pretty respectable. So altimeters go back to standard 1013. Right, really slow knob. There we go. There we are. I don't get a 131 Bravo 50 miles west of Papa Uniform Lima on the climb passing 130 for 3 faster. So this is it. It's a pretty intense, pretty intense flight, I have to say, guys. I haven't done a flight like this, and now we're busting. Actually, we're not busting through anything. We're clear of all the severe weather. As you can see, the beauty of this kind of flight planning is now we're right over here somewhere, and we're past all this weather. Now all we have to worry about is those two thunderstorm cells over here. We have top flight level 330. I think going to be able to jump through over this one. This one's also at 300. Might catch a glimpse of it because it's moving northeast. Pretty nasty weather over northern Italy, over the Mediterranean. I bet you didn't expect that, but no, that's what we got. So this is our max climb thrust. We don't even need to, push the airplane so hard. We're still doing. Let me see how we're doing. Okay, 0.2. This is not good. We're coming to altitude just a little bit. 0.3, and this thing is gonna jump up. Hopefully it's gonna jump up. I think we're gonna be good. We have wing tanks 2.7 on the wing tanks, and the center tank is 4.30 and draining rapidly. So we're clear of all this nasty stuff. We can go ahead, de-icers to the off position, and air is good. No non-slide, no annunciator, and the fuel transfer is still in progress. So I'm gonna stick around with you guys here, or you're gonna stick around with me rather, through this climb. Okay, and we can identify our number 2 VUR. Okay, Papa Uniform Lima identified. And we're doing pretty respectable, I have to say. 2,500, 20,000 feet. I like this airplane a lot. It has a lot of lift. It's a high wing. I think I talked about it on the previous slide, but really very high quality airplane. This is a quality wings. BAI 146. And this particular airframe over here, this is the RJ70. This is the business jet variant. So it's still a 146 platform. So you're gonna get all those good aerodynamic characteristics, all those flight characteristics that you would expect. But you're gonna get a lighter airplane configured for business. I'm not sure about lighter because they have a whole bunch of stuff out there in the cabin. They control even a conference out there. We have 8 passengers. So we normally carry 8 passengers. We have 2 flight attendants and 2 crew, to flight, the pilot and co-pilot. So we're gonna get a pretty decent climb out of this baby. As you can see, I never expected it. I think that we would be flight level close to flight level 300 over Papa Uniform Lima, and exactly as you can see, the top of climb is plotted right there. So very good. I'm very impressed. So we can actually go ahead. VNAV's gonna keep it 2200. Of course, this climb rate is gonna drop with altitude as altitude increases, but very good, very good nevertheless. I'm gonna be switching to 60 Mach as we get 260 up there with the thinner air. We're still doing 240, still referencing our knots indicated. We're just about to switch to Mach. Any second now. It's going to be a pretty interesting transition. Of course, different Mach is going to indicate different knots as the altitude changes. There we go, Mach 0.6. Mach 0.6 we are, and we can continue to climb 1700 right now. Actually, Mach 0.62, excuse me. Mach 0.62, okay, Mach 0.62, as you can see, whoa, this, I'm very impressed with how the weather can be. Though you know Italy, you think it's a pretty warm, pretty nice climate, but let me tell you, when those weather fronts start moving in, you're gonna get some pretty nasty weather there. So this is something to always be careful about. And Mach 0.62 is coming up. Okay, it's taking its time. 350 is kind of like our maximum flight level. I'm hoping I can make 350. If not, I'm going to settle for 330. But then I have to dodge some thunderstorms. Let me reference this position. A beam split VOR 115.7. So 115.7 is in my nav2 radio. I beam that. If I'm not able to climb to 350, if the airplane is struggling, I'm gonna actually go ahead 340. If I'm on the 340 radio to the split VOR in Croatia, I'm gonna start turning southeast to avoid those thunderstorms that are maxing out at flight level 330. There we go. We switched 230, 230 right now, and we're referencing the Mach rather than the indicated knots indicated airspeed. So this is how those those autopilot systems works. Especially, it's very good, guys, to have this VNAV profile on those flights. Of course, you can climb manually. You can use your flight level change and manually manage your climb or descent, or you can go full manual. By full manual, I mean you can manage your vertical speed. You can, of course, fly full manual, which is very rarely done, really. Uh, or you can leave it full automatic and let the VNAV profile do its trick. And we have this erratic vertical speed indicator behavior there. It's gonna happen. It's really gonna happen. If you have air streams hitting the static ports at alternating velocity and alternating vectors, you're gonna have this erratic behavior. So, guys, approach brief, real quick. We're flying inbound NISO, which is the initial point of our NISO 4 Bravo. We're going to be executing the NISO 4 Bravo standard arrival into Sofia Airport, which will take us from NISFA outbound heading 119 until 27.8 DME on the Sofia VOR. At 27.8, we're going to start turn towards the south and going to be executing the 25 DME arc from the Sofia VOR. Or keeping this arc going until 279 on radio from the Sofia VOR 279 on radio. We're going to turn inbound Banil. At Banil, we're going to have already descended to 4,100 feet. And we're going to be performing the VOR approach for runway 9er. The VOR frequency is 112.6. This is the Sofia Sierra Oscar Fox VOR at the airfield. Final approach course is 091. This is where I'm going to be intercepting towards the threshold. So our and the procedure altitude at 6.8 dm you have to be at 4,100 feet. So we're going to start our descent from 4,100 feet to the to our minimums, and our minimums are going to be 2,250. Barometric is going to be our decision. Altitude airport elevation is at 1,742 feet. So from Benno intercept 091 inbound and 6.8 from the DME from the VOR. We're going to start our descent. We're going to descend with 600 feet per minute and 120 indicated airspeed. In case we go to our minimums, we approach our minimums, we don't have visual contact with the runway. We're going to execute the missed approach, and the missed approach is as follows. We continue on runway heading 091 until 8 DME from the station, and then we start our right turn inbound to the station. When we overfly the Sofia VOR, we go ahead northwest 305 radio. We're going to try to reference this radio if you have time to set it in the cockpit. And we're going to fly until 14.3 DME northwest outbound the VOR. They're going to be doing a left 19 DME arc or a very, very shallow left turn to be over Banil. And we'll be holding at Banil with an inbound lag of 091 and a right turn. It's going to be a 1 minute lax on the hold and the minimum hold out to 6,100 while we climb to 7,000 just for simplicity's sake. Right now going 119 turning, more turn. We don't have such a huge offset. Or like this, we're looking for the pointer. 7,000. I'm gonna preload my 4,100. Looking for 27. Actually, looking for 28. 28. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Okay, here comes 28, and we start a turn. And we start this gradual, very easy, very smooth descent. We're going down to 200. I want to keep these first needle. You guys want to keep this first needle absolutely pointing to the right as much as we can. So keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Look at that needle. That needle's going to talk to you, and it's going to tell you what kind of correction you need to make. I'm going to kick myself up with some flaps. Need some more turn. Need some more turn. There we go. Just about to go. Just about to go. And I smooth my turn out. As I smooth my turn out, I'm looking for 279er. Looking for 279er on the butt end of this needle, 25.7. I want to keep feeding this turn, guys. I'll keep feeding this turn going to 180. This needle's going to tell you where you need to go. 25.7, you have this 0.7 buffer there that I could use. I could wiggle around. I don't have to be stagnant in one place. I'm sending I can go 1,000. Looking for 279er, guys. Remember, and keep this turn going. This is how we're gonna pay. This is how we're gonna stay on the arc. Keep this turn going nice and easy. That's acknowledged altitude approaching. 279er, start turning in. I can actually turn this over here. Keep it going. Feed it very carefully. As you can see, we keep going down to 160 as we approach 279. 279, just about to hit that. Just about to hit that, and we're turning a few degrees at a time. We'll keep it 25.7 square. This is very good, I would say. Did he touch? Did he touch? Did he touch? It's about to touch. Okay, those heals that. 280, just a few more degrees to go. 250 and 270. I'm going to turn right now. I'm going to turn right at this moment. We're looking for 09 or 1. We want to keep track of that. And of course, we want to be 6.8. Looking for 6.8. We're for 4,100. Just down 3 green. This is Benno. We can actually, we might have overshot actually. Benno, well, not overshot, just straight on. Straight on. I'm gonna keep this course. 0901. I'm gonna go ahead, capture this localizer and see if we can arm it. 41 is armed indeed. Alrighty. Go flaps and quite some distance away from the actually from the VOR. We're gonna be doing some flying in from this point on. Let's see. Okay, we are one. This inbound course is captured. Okay, there we go. Go ahead with the approach checks. Dimmer set. Fasten seatbelts on. Steep approaches off. APU is off. Landing is next. Gonna preload 2200. Is our minimum actually 2300? Is our minimum. We're sending at running. Okay, now we're looking for 6.8. At 6.8, we start our descent. Lower 131 Bravo, establish 09 wiring bound Sierra Oscar Fox for Sophia. Make sure we light up. Good. Go ahead with the APU, spool it up. And we're, yeah, look at those lights, guys. I mean, this is nighttime, so the pretty awesome. And the mountain should be over there to the south as well. I want to make sure I slow down to my final approach speed. Well, those glitches are really starting to aggravate me over here. Uh, just way overloading. This CPU is way overloaded, guys. I mean, I don't know if this thing's gonna make it into the final recording, but very nasty hangs. There we are. Slow down to approach speed. Looking for 6.8. Looking for 6.8. Gear down, green flaps down, tow set. On the tier B. Yeah, okay, I start to see a little bit of runway there. There's a tad bit of runway. It's unmistakable, really. The runway lightings are made that so they can be seen in long distances. Okay, 6.9, 6.8. We start our descent, initially 600. And we slow down with a tad bit of spoilers there. As you can see, are pretty nicely lined up. I can arm those babies. There we go. Okay, landing checks, please. Gears down, 3 green. Brakes are checked. Blue flaps set 33 and indicating airframe anti-de-ice off. Landing lights are on. The landing checks complete. Alright, we have runway in sight. I'm gonna keep this descent going. Keeping in mind our minimums, which are 2250 on this VOR approach. Okay, right now we can actually switch a visual 3 miles from the threshold. I'm gonna get 131, probably have runway in sight, 09 switching visual. Alrighty, pretty cool. We're a little bit high, but this airplane, I'm so confident with this airplane because it has just so good handling characteristics. You can lose altitude, of course, you're gonna pick some speed up there, provided you don't actually overstress it. You can use spoilers pretty much on those final descents pretty confidently. We're on the glide path. Our missed approach is runway heading at 90 MEI, I believe. Turning back to the station, going northwest. Very good environment. Here I can tell this exactly at nighttime.
Decision height.
Okay, landing.
Minimums,
Landing.
500.
I can tell this exactly how the airport looks like, guys. Very good night textures. We're low, so add some power there. Add some power.
300.
Okay.
$100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
And we're good to go. Very easy on the nose wheel. Don't need to rush it there. And very smooth braking. We don't need any aggressive braking here at all. Our exit's coming up on the right. Okay, come on, spoilers up. Flaps are up. We're taking the next right, actually. Yes, I think this is a good turn-off point. It looks completely differently at nighttime. Okay, we don't have any taxi. Oh, this is okay. This is funny. We might have some bugs over here. We don't have taxiway lights, but we should. So we're taking this one. Yeah, there we go. This is my taxiway. We should have taxiway lights, but some kind for some reason this guy hasn't put them on. Okay, I'm gonna follow this. Let's see where we end up. Well, I would like to be at Terminal 1. Terminal 1 is where I'd like to be at. Okay, this is the intersection of hotel. Keep this line right where hotel. Alright, text lights on, strobes are off. Winks. We have AP going. After landing checks, auto throttle disconnected, turbo explorers are in, flap 0, and indicating lights are set, steep approach off. Transponder to standby. Engine anti-ice is off, airframe off, continuous ignition is off. Generators are on, engines. Engines, we're going to keep 04 on and generators on for the time being. Shut down is next. Let me pull these charts up. See where we are. We are right on the hotel intersection. Right about here. This is hotel. I think we're on Echo right about here. So if you make right onto hotel and then go Juliet, and we follow Juliet all over. So hotel, right on hotel, left on Juliet, and we follow it until Juliet 8. Juliet 8 we can expect around the 20, around the 20 number gates. So that's what I'm gonna do. Hotel. This makes sense. We should have for some taxiway lights, really, but well. Alright, this is Hotel LIMC to the left. To the left over here is Lima. We don't want Lima, we want Juliet. And I can see this is Terminal 2, so we have quite a way to go. Okay. Go ahead here, we need ground speed. Make sure not we're taxiing on the line. Ground speed, come on, ground speed. There you go. Make sure don't exceed 25, 30 knots on the ground. we're looking at Lima to the left. I want to skip it. Actually, I want to skip it. No. Let's skip Lima. Let's see if we can actually. Hold on. Yeah, we can actually go into the terminal. No, we're gonna go past it. We're gonna go past it and continue to, let's see, that's Juliet. Okay, that's our left here. We take this left. Take this left, and let's see, Mike is to the left over here. Oh, it doesn't make too much sense. Let me pull the charts out again. I don't see Mike, in all honesty. Yeah, I see Mike to the left. So I want to continue and then go right onto Juliet. I want to turn right onto Juliet. Juliet, when we hit Romeo. Once we start seeing Romeo, that should be the gates. That's about right. I want to continue straight forward. That's Terminal 2. That's where all the scheduled flights take off from. November. Juliet continues. Okay, this makes sense. Juliet continues to the right, and it should put us right on the apron. There we go. Should put us right on the apron where we want to be. We continue on Juliet. We should be seeing Romeo. There's Romeo. Okay. Romeo is right here. This is 1-5. It's 1-5. I want to go down one notch. Okay, Romeo just left of Romeo, or actually our gates, but we can take Romeo. We can take 29. Let me see what we have here. Yeah, I'm gonna take one of those. I think they'll be more than happy. They can catch their bus from here. Right in front of the Lufthansa. Okay, this doesn't make too much sense. I'm probably gonna make a quick turn. See if we can make this turn. Up and around. Yes, I'm gonna take this one behind me. This one behind me made more sense. There we go. Be careful by those posts. There's the line. There's the line there. Alrighty. Racer on. Taxi lights off. Gen on there is on. Alright, shut down brakes, park lights are off. pressurization or depressurized. Generators 1 in 4. Reset and off. Brake bands. Auto. I'm gonna keep this for the next flight. I'm going wherever flies this. Fasten seat belts or off. Thrust levers, fuel off. Brake fans. We set fuel pumps to off. That's acknowledged. Beacon to off, engine anti-ice to on. Transponder to standby. There we go. All right. Cool. We still have some. Packs going. So guys, this is it. This pretty much concludes our round trip to Milano and back. So I hope you enjoyed this run. Stay tuned for some more Bulgaria Air flights, guys. And see you next time. Thanks for watching.